guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Peace Jones. Don't forget to like, to comment, and to subscribe. Please share my videos with all of your friends and family and on your social media. Please actually like the video right now. Go hit that like button because it really helps me to grow my channel and gain traction to my channel. So please guys, every video that you watch, please like the video, please comment, and please subscribe to the channel to help me grow. We are on our way to 1,000 followers. So yes, that's my goal. All right, so let's just get into the video. This video is going to be my love-hate relationship with social media, okay? So let me give you guys a little background story on this. Basically, when social media really came out, I would say would have been around like 2007, right? That was around the time, or maybe a little bit before that, because there was like MySpace and stuff. But around like 2007, I was a freshman in high school, and that's when I believe Facebook came out. It might have been a little bit later than that. But either way, I had a Facebook. I was super active on Facebook, but this was before social media was what it is today, right? So it was just like pure fun, pure entertainment, a bunch of little silly games, people posting pictures. It wasn't really any like validation aspect to it. It wasn't people trying to show off. It was just simple, pure fun and engagement, right? So I loved Facebook, right? And then after that, once Instagram came out, I believe that came out my freshman year in college. So that would have been around like 2011. It might have been a little bit later than that. I'm sorry, guys. Don't quote me on the dates. But when Instagram came out, I got an Instagram, right? And originally Instagram was more like an artsy space. It was for, I think, like photographers and artists, to be honest, like to share their work. And people would like take pictures of food and landscapes and flowers and animals and things like that. And I just thought that was super cool. Actually, my ex-boyfriend had introduced me to it. And once again, whole different ball game. Didn't have people making money off of it. Didn't have people like looking for clout. Didn't have all the, you know, issues that surround Instagram today, right? Twitter, same thing. Had me a little Twitter. Never really got into it because for me, like, I never really got into like tweeting every move I made or everything that was on my mind. So I had one, but I wasn't really big on it, right? So to wrap this all up, basically, I had a few social medias. I've never been the one to have every single social media that comes out just because I can't really get with every single one, right? But I felt like at that point in time when I first started out with social media accounts, the ones that I did have, they were cool. You know what I mean? Like no one was trying to pretend to be something that they're not. There was no pressure. People weren't really mean on there. You didn't have to like constantly promote yourself and constantly create content and constantly try and like draw attraction to your page by like putting yourself out there. Like you constantly have to just go hard on there in order to sell your product or yourself or your image or your brand or whatever, right? And so that was cool, right? That was cool for me. But then once social media turned into like a stage, I kind of was like, I don't know if I love this anymore, right? Because believe it or not, I don't love attention, right? So naturally, I feel like as an attractive woman, like you're gonna draw attention, right? As an intelligent person, you post certain things, you're gonna draw attention from any audience or person that enjoys engaging in your content. You're gonna draw attention, right? Then of course, you know, you take nice pics, whatever, right? But it doesn't mean that you necessarily want to draw attention to yourself, right? So I try to be pretty humble on social media. I try to make sure that I don't share too much on social media, and I try to just keep it at a good balance, right? I'm not trying to be on there all day, every day. I'm not trying to vent about my personal problems. I just try and keep a nice, what's the word? I forget the word, but I try to keep a nice balance between like social media and real life, right? Which I think is really healthy, and I think a lot of people fail to do that, right? So at one point in time, I was pretty into Instagram, right? And not in the sense that like, oh my gosh, I was hooked to it, I was addicted to it, like it messed with my self-esteem. No, nothing like that. But I was very into it. Like I literally would probably post 7 to 10 times a day. This was actually before they had stories. So I was like literally making posts. I was always engaging with people, always commenting. Like I had a pretty good following too. Like this was probably back in like, let's say between 2013 and like 2017, right? And I had over 2,000 followers effortlessly. This was without me like promoting myself. This was without me posting provocative pictures. This is without me making my page public. This is without me paying for followers. Like this was just all natural, organic. Like I had over 2,000 followers just from me being me, right? And so I liked it, right? And then I kind of started to think, right? I went through a little like personal growth spurt in my own personal life, right? And I started to think like, this is so far from reality. Like this social media thing, this Instagram thing is so far from real life. Like when you go through things in life, you're looking for a real person to talk to vent to get advice from, to lean on, to count on, right? Not social media. Like all of these followers that you have, that you engage with every day, all day, that like your pictures, that compliment you, that laugh with you, that invite you to this show, and you see them out and about and you'll take pictures. Like they're not really a part of your life. They're not really there to like hold you down when you need it, be a shoulder to cry on, give you advice. Like they don't care. They're like literally like Instagram people, real life people, real life friends, real life family, real life people that care about you, right? Like most of the times they don't connect. There's no connection there between the two. And so I had to come to a reality and say, like, I'm spending a lot of time interacting with people that really are not physically, emotionally, spiritually a portion of my real life, right? And so I was like, why do I entertain this as much as I do? So I took a nice break from Instagram. I deleted my account, and I think I was off of Instagram for maybe like 5 months, right? And I didn't interact, I didn't look, I didn't check, nothing. And I really enjoyed it, right? Like I really realized that it just isn't that serious. It doesn't need to be that much of a priority in my life. These people don't really matter. They're living their own lives. I'm living my own life in reality. And I just kind of tapped out for good. So now at this point, I do still have an Instagram and I do post on it, especially when I travel, when I take nice pictures. I'm far more active in the summertime just because I go out more in the summer and do more. And I like taking pictures. Like I do like creating content. However, I'm not active on there anymore in the sense that I'm constantly commenting on people's stuff. I'm engaged in other people's stuff. I'm liking other people's stuff. Like I kind of just post and get off, right? And I just feel like since I've made this change, I like it a lot better than before. I think that for me, separating social media from reality, or at least that particular form of social media, it really has grounded me. Like it's really just given me a more solid mindset, right? So that says a lot coming from a woman who doesn't do too much. Like, I never did too much on IG. So imagine how someone could benefit who really is like addicted to it. You know, they're posting pictures to get likes, like they're constantly, you know, chasing clout and, you know, creating content just for the look, or selling a lifestyle that isn't really theirs, or whatever it may be, right? Because you guys know IG is like fake, like it's fake, you know. And it's a lot different than like Facebook, where I feel like people are a lot more real, they're down to earth. Like, people on Facebook will admit they have struggles and problems, whereas people on IG are like, what, I'm 22 and I drive a brand new Benz and I just bought my girl a Birkin bag, so like, what are you talking about? Like, life is perfect, you feel me? Never had a struggle, never cried, everything's all good, you know what I mean? So it's a lot different. And so if I can say that just being like pretty chill on IG, imagine how it would affect women or even men that are like really living for IG, like living for the likes, living for the clout, right? And so I just feel like being that I was able to come to this conclusion, I kind of grew this like love, I kind of developed this love-hate relationship for social media, because I'm like, okay, I understand now that if you want to gain an audience, especially because everything is kind of tied to Instagram. Like, I feel like that might be one of the biggest platforms right now. Like, yeah, Twitter, you know, you can engage, you can be active, but like a celebrity that doesn't have a Twitter, like, they're gonna still do fine, right? Facebook, you can engage and interact, but like a celebrity without a Facebook, they'll be fine. But Instagram, like, you really, if you sell yourself on IG and you gain enough followers, you can definitely make some money. You can definitely draw a lot of people to your business, your YouTube channel, whatever it may be. So I kind of feel like now you literally have to have a pop-in IG in order to be successful, or like gain the traction that you desire to help yourself grow in whatever venture or avenue that you're trying to grow. And it kind of sucks, because it's like, damn, what do people do that really don't want to engage in social media? What do people do that don't want to grow their Instagram? They don't want to make 10 posts a day. They don't want to post everything in their story. They don't feel like scrolling through and liking people's stuff and going on the explore page and commenting on everybody's stuff, you know, trying to make yourself be seen and try and, you know, just interact. Like, what about the people that don't want to do that, right? Because it's really a lot. Like, social media is a lot. You have to be present all the time. You have to be purposeful. You have to be you have to know the algorithms, when to post, when not to post, what's the good hour, the most popping time you're gonna get the most likes, whatever it may be. And so that's a struggle that I'm facing at this point, because I'm like, okay, I do want to grow my channel. I do have great content. I do have a lot to say. I know the potential that I have, right? Like I said, effortlessly back in 2013 to 17, effortlessly having over 2,000 followers. Imagine if I tried, right? And imagine in 2021, like, I definitely know my potential, but it's like, do I want to entertain it? That's my struggle. And I've had people say to me before, like, Pearl, shout out to Pearly Gaga, follow her on YouTube, my fellow Aries. Yes. But no, we were chatting before and she was like, why isn't your Instagram public? And I'm like, I really just love my privacy. Like, when you go through certain things in life, you really want to protect your peace and your privacy. And for me, like, I don't want to say my business, but I don't want like my platform to be open for everyone to see, right? And so I don't want it to be public. But she's like, you know, well, you're kind of blocking your blessings, because if you make it public, you draw a lot more attention to yourself. A lot more people are able to just click on your page, see you, like, follow, whatever it may be. And I'm like, yeah, you have a great point, but do I want that? is it worth disturbing my peace, right? And I know you guys are probably like, well, you signed up for this, right? Like, you wanted to be a social media content creator. And that's very true, right? But at the same time, I'm like, dang, you know, when you grow your channel to a certain extent, like, you have so much more that comes with it. You really have to keep on top of your content. You have to make sure it's good. You have to make sure you're catering to your audience. You then sometimes get a lot of negativity and backlash with it. You have to watch what you say. You have to watch what you post. Like, it becomes a lot. And so basically, to sum this all up, like, I'm just really having this struggle between like enjoying my peace and my privacy and not wanting to have to do too much on social media, and then like at the same time not blocking my blessings and still growing myself, growing my channel, and really just blossoming, you know? So you guys let me know in the comments below, like, can you relate? Is anyone else also trying to grow their channel or their business or whatever, and they're feeling like, dang, you know, I really need customers or I really need subscribers or whatever, but I just don't feel like putting my all into social media in order to get it, right? Like, it's kind of crazy that we've gotten to this point where social media is your business platform. Social media is your way of promotion, right? So yeah, you guys, let me know below what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.